Hello and welcome to Bella Star Astrology, here with another reading for you, welcoming all of my wonderful followers, all of the viewers to this exciting week. Finally, we're getting out of Libra, and I unfortunately had to take a little break because all of these retrogrades coming direct sucked the living energy out of me, so I needed some time to process the transformation, the questions, all the craziness that was going on inside because it was a work inside. My 12th house was being triggered because I am a Scorpio moon. Maybe one day I'll do introduction about my astrology, but today we're going to focus on the week of October 18th through the 24th. And thank goodness we are headed into Scorpio season, where we will be revitalized, healed, excited about all of the ways we are going to transform and all the ideas that we've had building up to this moment and all the things we've wanted to do up into this moment will finally come into fruition. We're going to start off with October 18th and really 18th and 19th, where both Jupiter and Mercury will go direct. Jupiter first, of course, around the end of the 18th and around the 18th, and then Mercury around the end of the 18th into the 19th. So the process will be a little bit, but this is a time for us to see the plans that we have been thinking of all throughout the last few weeks, as Mercury has been retrograde, as all of the planets are finally coming station and direct. We are finally getting the opportunity for the good luck of Jupiter to finally wash over us and the excitement of Mercury executing all of the plans that we have been seeding inside of ourselves, overcoming our blocks, overcoming our fears, overcoming all of the things that we were afraid to set in motion in order to do what we had to do. Where were our ideas, our plans, our goals, all of that energy and all of that stuff that we had to work through? Now, finally, we get to take a path towards what we want. So I want every single listener right now to sit down, take your journal, and the questions I have at the bottom of this in the description, really sit down and write out all of the things that you've been thinking about, planning, going over every single idea, and maybe things that you worked through that you were like, why am I still stuck in this place? And finally, as the planets go direct, you will get your answer, you will get your path, and you can keep moving towards your goals. And of course, after we have finally overcome and made those decisions, and now we're like, these are the things that we're going to do, whether it takes you a few days or a few weeks to plan it out, you will get that opportunity as it comes. Now you get that boost from the full moon in Aries on October 20th. So this is a time for everyone, and I mean everyone, to just sit back and watch yourself execute the plan. Don't be afraid of the process. Don't let your fears get in the way. And Aries is great to give us that extra boost to overcome those fears, to look them in the face and do it anyway. I'm so excited about this week because as Aries is supporting us, as Jupiter and Mercury are going direct, we get even more pushed by the transition into the Scorpio sun that will come up at the end of the week. But I'll get there. Let me finish talking about the full moon, because this is something that I want you all to go back to your journals, go back to your notes from earlier this year when Aries was in its peak as a new moon, when it was ready to initiate all of our plans in its own sign earlier this year. I want you to all look at what was going on, what you were planning, what you were thinking about, what you were afraid of, and see where you're at now. Because this is like the full circle moment of the year. Like, did you do it? Did you guys do it? And I would even go back maybe even before that to see like what you put down on your New Year's resolutions and sort of see where you're at right now, because you still have about 2 more months left. Maybe you didn't go on the diet as strictly as you wanted. Maybe you haven't decided, on what countries you want to visit next year, or even saved towards the thing that you're trying to educate yourself about, or get a new car. Wherever this is landing in your chart, I want you to look back at whatever goals you've made since the new moon in Aries and see if you have done them. See if you have done them. Take stock and give yourself a pat on the back if you've even tried. A lot of people, I think, I can't remember who said it, that there are plans that can take us a lifetime, right? And that we try to do in a year. But really, if we'd give ourselves a little more time, a little more cushion, and a lot of forgiveness, we can get them accomplished maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years. Not quite exactly as eloquently as I put it, of course. I'm sure it was much better. But for us to beat ourselves up because of it during this full moon, that's not what this Aries full moon is about, guys. This Aries full moon is about really taking stock and analyzing, have I done what I could do? And if you haven't, do it. Aries is going to push you to do it. All of the things that you overcame while all the planets were retrograde, do it. Get it done. Don't be afraid, right? And then I would say the most tumultuous day of the week will be October 22nd, when Mars in Libra and Pluto and Capricorn will be square. So, I would say just be careful around having conversations with your loved ones. You might have a little bit more, conflict and maybe like confrontation, because there's going to be a power struggle. Pluto's all about who's in control, who's really in control, and maybe who's the captain of the ship, who's wearing the pants in the relationship. Try not to get into those conversations on that day. Maybe process what you're feeling before you open your mouth and, say something you can't take back. And most importantly, if you are having those issues, maybe channel that energy into something competitive, into a game, into maybe running or walking with your partner and having the conversation while you're walking with your partner, maybe expelling all of that Mars energy together so you guys are not against each other, but rather working with each other, right? And I would say even maybe this is even a good time to see what you can work together on better. Where is there an imbalance in your relationship, and where would you like your partner to be more attentive or work with you, work better on, certain aspects of your relationship? So, it could be negative if you take it that way, or you could actually think about what you're going to say, process it, and give it in a more loving package, right? Hopefully, some of you listen. If you don't, or if it turns out to be a total splat, at least you were warned here. Anyway, then we come to the most exciting day of the week. I mean, the year. Okay. I love Scorpio season. I don't think there is a question as to that right now. But the sun will finally enter Scorpio on October 23rd, and let's spooky season begin. Although people kind of say spooky season began, I think, like a few weeks ago when fall started. But I feel like the initiation of spooky season, or the beginning of spooky season, starts right on the 23rd as the sun finally enters Scorpio. And all of our focus is going to shift from all of the Libra, we energy that was positive, where we're meeting each other, where we're talking to each other, into the more technical aspects of your relationships, into the more deep aspects of your relationships. Is your relationship healing? Is your relationship transformative? Are you contributing to the transformation of the human being that you partnered with? And then, more importantly, are you working on yourself to be your best self in these relationships? I find a lot of times that there are people that do not want to go deeper, and that is perfectly fine. But Scorpio season will force you to face yourself and to decide where you are going to take your healing, how you are going to do such healing, and all of the plans that you've had, that you've been building up, that you're finally confronting. Scorpio season will then initiate, whether you like it or not. um, it'll bring to the surface those bubbly negative feelings that maybe you're not willing to confront, maybe those negative feelings that you're not willing to admit to yourself, all to get you to transform. Scorpio's goal throughout this month, the sun's focus in Scorpio throughout this month, is to get you to transform, to get you to see the light from your darkness. You know, Scorpio will shine a light in the darkest places and question, question, question. You know, I'm not surprised that Adele released "Take It Easy on Me" right before Scorpio season, because that's what we want Scorpio to take it easy on me, guys. So you are able to really take in those transformational lessons that Scorpio will provide to you, because these are invaluable in your life. Every year you get to do this, guys. Every year a different, idea or experience will come up that's meant for your greatest good, that's meant for you to elevate yourself. And if you are willing to do the work during the season, let me tell you, it will be completely worth it. Sorry about that. Just dropped my whole notebook. And besides all of the craziness that's going on with Scorpio being there, you've got all of these aspects coming in over the next few weeks, these direct planets. That means that nothing is there to stop the motions of Scorpio from truly connecting with the things you need to transform. So don't hide from it. I would say that this is the worst time to hide from your problems, because they will be illuminated whether you like them or not. Take advantage of this time to finally heal your old wounds, see a therapist, go out and connect with maybe relatives or friends that you have dismissed or that you're not feeling energetically aligned with, and maybe just heal that relationship before you hurt someone else or hurt them. Look for ways within your life that maybe you're not fully showing up as the person that you want to be, because again, as much as Scorpio is about healing, it's about authenticity too. Because why is the sun illuminating the darkness? Because it wants to make you more authentic. It wants to make you more aligned. It wants to make you more in tune with your soul. And that's what the greatest power of Scorpio is. At the end of these next 4.5-ish weeks, will you be transformed, or will you be forced to transform? Will you be forced to do the hard work? Will you drag your feet through this amazing time that you get to do something to elevate yourself? Don't drag your feet. Don't hold back. Look for ways to do better every single day while the sun is in Scorpio. So guys, as exciting as this is going to be, thank you again. And I apologize for not bringing a video last week. But as I said, I was being energetically sucked out of the universe through my 12th house in Libra, because it's 12th from my moon. And I was just not in it. But I'm back. I'm ready. And, did the work like Scorpio asked us to do. Did the work, sat down, wrote it out, thought it through. And, am I energetically aligned with certain things in my life? Perfectly, no, but I'm much better now for it. So take that lesson with you through these next few weeks with the sun in Scorpio. I'm excited about the upcoming videos that I have with Astronatic. We are going to be talking about a whole bunch of celebrities. We're going to be really diving deep into some amazing occult topics on how, certain lunar and positions in your chart affect you in terms of fame and wealth. And it's just going to be a fun time. So if you want to go and check out the Astro Read, we should have a new video up coming this Thursday, and every other Thursday the video comes up. And thank you so much. These videos that I do are weekly. They are up every Sunday at noon. And they're here for you to prepare yourself energetically for the week. I don't do each sign. It's fun to do each sign, but it's also great to have you understand the general energy and see how it flows through you and what you are able to accomplish because of it. So if you got anything out of these videos, please comment below. And of course, like and subscribe. That really helps this channel. And I want, each and every one of you to know that I'm so grateful for every view. I'm so excited about this channel. I am so grateful that I get to share my astrological knowledge with you. And I really hope that this week goes great. Let the Scorpio season begin. Ladies and gentlemen, it is here to transform. It is here to bring you life. So get it together. As much as people say it represents death, remember that the phoenix rises. Remember that the phoenix rises. And for it to rise, it must die to itself first, right? It must fall first for it to rise. So hopefully all of you have amazing phoenix moments and don't get too much of that Scorpio tail coming in and stinging you, right? If you would like personal readings, of course, please join me on my Instagram page and send me a direct message. I am so excited to do personal readings for anyone who would like to know how maybe this next few years or next year might affect them. Thank you so much for watching this video and liking and subscribing. Have a great day, guys, and a good week.